Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I am Son of Alistair, and as you can see we are back onto the SuperFlat Plus. We've actually gotten quite a bit done since the last time we were on. Give me 1 second to go ahead and do these real quick and I'll show you guys. Alright, so we did get rid of the storage area that we had over there. We set up a more organized area over here with like all of the areas for different woods, then miscellaneous items and stuff that we wanted to conceal and put all together. As you can see here, we do have some cobbled deep slate. We didn't actually stay there for very long because I wanted to come back and work on enchantments and stuff like that to be able to have a better pickaxe for it, because the only one that we had was Silk Touch and we didn't want to Silk Touch all of that. So I actually do have, as you can see, we got a book here for our axe, we got a book for our pickaxe, and we got 2 armor pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and put these together real fast. We'll probably have to make a new anvil. Hopefully we'll have enough XP. Alright, and obviously this does not have Fortune 2, I do know that, but where it's a super flat, we're not going to be mining ores much unless we're in, like, the nether, and to me right now that's not that detrimental, so I'm not going to focus on that. Alright, so we need 12 more levels. Also, I'm trying to grow some trees because we are in the process of trying to put together a drown farm. Drown farm, not only will it be good for getting tridents and getting copper ores, but also we have the ability to, let's see, yeah, we have the mods. So we have the ability to update our barrels, chests, and shulker boxes. So what this is pretty much is we'll be able to upgrade it from copper to iron to gold to diamond to netherite if we really wanted to. And it'll give us a lot more space in all of our storage boxes. So like in an area like this, even though it looks like, there's not a whole lot of space, once we get these boxes upgraded, we'll have a bunch more space here. So I figured if we could at least get a way to get copper, then we'll at least have a good source to turn all of our chests to at least iron, since obviously we have a bunch of iron that we could use. But yeah, so far it's going pretty good. We haven't added in any extra villagers or anything yet. We will get around to that. Alright, we'll do chest first, and then we got the pants to do. Pretty happy so far. We've already got our shovel's not done. We still need to put Unbreaking 3 and efficiency on these. But we've got our axe done. Both of our pickaxes, pretty much. We got to put Fortune on that. But we'll also have half of our armor done. So we'll have a decent amount. But we're still not quite fully enchanted or even close to it. We still got to get some more enchants off of our villagers and do all of that stuff. So we're going to work on that for a bit, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes once we've got the XP to put this on this pair of pants. And also we'll farm up some wood. Before we go AFK, actually, let me show you real fast. So we've been using this cobblestone generator to produce us a bunch of cobble. We've got 2 full chests full of cobblestone, or the regular stone. And then we also have some slabs. We're working on getting us signs now. We actually need 20 stacks of signs for this. And then we're going to need a couple of other items. But yeah, it's currently a work in progress, but we're getting there. Actually, you know what? We don't even have to really cut to weight. We could just break up some glass. Oh, it'd help if we didn't have that out. We'll actually grab a bunch of these lanterns. I think one of these sell them too, don't they? Ooh, so close. Also, that's another thing. I spent some time AFK because I wanted to collect up a bunch of wool. That is really kind of slow. So later on, we may end up building more of those, so that way we can have multiples of the different colors. But for right now, while this was producing, I wanted to go AFK on our little fishing spot. And I'll go walk over there and show you guys here in just a second what all we got from pretty much like the majority of the night AFKing. Let me go ahead and put these pants together real fast. Surprised we were able to do all that without our anvil breaking. I was able to do both of these. One of my pickaxes, the axe, and something else with it being on its third stage of being broken. That's crazy. Crazy. All right, so this is pretty much what we farmed up overnight, staying AFK at the fish farm. And yeah, I don't know if you guys can tell what's missing here, but there's all junk items. There's no treasure items. I did enable the classic fishing, so that way we would be able to use these. But doesn't seem like it's activated. So my question is, can we go back over to the jungle, build a bigger fishing area that's like a 5x5, and see if we're able to have better luck at maybe getting some stuff from there? Because I did actually talk with the person that made this mod pack. They were generous enough to answer a bunch of questions that I had for them. And they pretty much had, first of all, they had verified that the cartographer, there is a problem with it, so we will just not be using one of those for right now. He was not able to figure out how to get it to not search for them and cause a crash, so that was just like a part of it. So that wasn't just me having the issue, it was a common thing apparently. And also, they had mentioned that there are ways for you to fish up the um, cocoa bean. Apparently, it's not just like an unobtainable item. We're having pretty bad luck apparently. So I would like to try to go back to that spot, try to fish up in a bigger fishing spot. See if we're able to get lucky with that, because even though we've already got a brown sheep, it would be nice to be able to have brown dyes for glass and stuff like that too, because obviously, yeah, that's not really gonna work. But yeah, so far we've got pretty much everything farmed up that we're gonna be needing. We just got to finish getting all of our enchantments done on our stuff, and then I'm pretty sure we could just go fight the dragon, worry about getting an elytra. Um, then I don't know if I want to start doing the wireframing before or wait until after. But I definitely want to get started on the working side of things as soon as possible, because we have so much work that we have to do. And honestly, I'm just excited to get it started. So if you guys are still here hanging out, I do appreciate you. I hope you guys have been enjoying the episodes so far. I know it started off a bit slow, but I assure you they will start picking up now that we're actually getting to the point to where we have like decent armor and tools. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and farm up some more of this stuff and make all the items that we need for the drone farm. Then we're going to go out exploring a little bit and see if we can't find a good area to build it. So I'm going to go ahead and work on this stuff, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. I have my gamma turned up to normal, I believe. Yeah, my gamma is at 0%. So if you guys like it more moody like this, I guess let me know. But it's not really going to affect this video for a while, because I'm not going to be putting out videos until I get about probably 20 or so episodes together. Just for the fact that I want to have stuff ahead of schedule, just in case there's anything that happens. I don't want to miss any uploads for you guys. And also, I want to make sure I'm taking my time with it and I don't get too ahead and put it out, and then before we even get anything started, end up getting bored of the world. So, I wanted to make sure that everything was good to go first. And that's pretty much what we're doing. We're gonna need a bunch of stairs too, actually, because this calls for us to do scaffolding, but I really don't want to do scaffolding. So until we get our elytra, we'll just do like maybe, yeah, we'll do a bunch of stairs. What am I doing? Thought we had made stairs, like extra stairs. They may be down in the bottom. Well, that's irrelevant for now. Let's see. I believe we're going to want to go up to... Here, I can actually figure out how many we're going to need right off the bat. Okay, so we're going to need to go from Y level 4. We're going to need 196, which is roughly a little over 3 stacks of 64 each. So I'm going to grab up 4 extra stacks of dirt. That way we can get rid of that pretty easily. And we are going to check to see if there's any stairs in here, but if not, we're going to have to make like 3 or 4 stacks of stairs or something like that. There's 2 stacks. Yep, I think that's it. It's a little over 3 stacks that we're going to need total. Because we're going to have to take it up to Y200. And we could build a cobblestone or a water elevator, but we don't have any soul sand yet, so that's something that we're not able to actually do. And it's not really something we'll use once we actually have our elytra set up. But yeah. Oh, speaking of elytra setups, we had a wandering trader come by. You guys may have already spotted it, but we had him bring in pointed dripstone. So not only are we able to now farm up some dripstone, but we can have a way to do an unlimited lava source. But I think in order for it to be dripstone, doesn't it have to be like coming from and put onto a block? I'll have to double check that because we may need to turn these two into blocks. But yeah, that's huge for us. And we'll do, I guess we'll just do the rest for good measure. We'll just take the stuff that we're going to use to actually start up the farm. So let's scout it out. We're going to need a decent sized river area. Like maybe something like this. Like right here in this spot might actually work. So we'll set a temporary waypoint over there. Let's go scout it out. Let me grab my bed real quick just in case. 800 meters, that ain't too bad. And once we get, like, because we're going to be building our land this way anyways, so we'll actually build over towards it. Because eventually, this is going to be like the shoreline. Then this will be all ocean this way. But this will all be land, but it'll be up to Y50 like this platform is. So eventually we'll get to that. There will be mountains and stuff that you won't be able to like see from here to here, and it'll be all terraformed. But we'll make it a special farm spot. Maybe where it's actually located, this could be... it might not be enough, but I was going to say this could be maybe where the trading village is going to be at, but the trading village would probably be up further, like probably up here somewhere. This is going to be huge. I'm super excited about this world. Also, we do need to test out the fishing thing That's something I really, really, really need to figure out what's going on, because, like I said, we already uh, had enabled the feature to do it, but for some reason it's not working properly. So we'll have to figure out why. What did I do with the sword? I guess we'll find out later. Not a big deal. It wasn't enchanted. If we need to buy another one, I can do that. But we need to go all the way up to Y200. Probably should have built it a little bit more to the northeast where it was bigger over there, but this should be fine, hopefully. Alright, we're at Y200. And this looks like it should be big enough. Hopefully. Hopefully. We'll do it in this direction, since I feel like this has the most. So we gotta build a little platform around this. And then I actually, since this right here is gonna be the way up, oops. I'm gonna extend this out. Then we're probably also gonna need like a little spot that we could AFK at, I'm imagining. So we'll have to make like a little tiny spot for that too. I did this one on 9 lives when we needed to do our farm, and it worked out pretty well. There was a few things that I just probably would have done a little bit differently on 9 lives, considering like where I built it and stuff like that. But overall, it worked really well. C did not have as much luck as everybody else did, but alright. So we're gonna get these started. Then we're gonna go ahead and go get what we need, come back, start trying to get this built up. Man, I'm so thankful that the person that made this SuperFlat Plus was kind enough to actually respond. We chatted for probably a solid 20 or 30 minutes. Seems like a really nice person. Also, they're planning on porting this over to Java at some point, or not Java, but Fabric at some point, so that way it'll be an actual mod and stuff. And there's like a lot of stuff that they were having troubles getting done because it's not technically a mod and they don't have like the ability to do certain things. I think. Don't want to speculate too much on that because I don't know too much about it. So, but they were very kind. I was very thankful that they were nice enough to respond to me. I found out, like I was saying earlier, that we are able to farm up cocoa beans. It is in the drop uh, pool for the Java version of Minecraft. We'll just get all the items up here that we're going to need. That way we can speed run it without having to go back and forth, because this wall that we have to build is absolutely ginormous and it's going to be hard for us to get back and forth, up and down, to get more items. So that chest, fill all that in. Now, grab the stuff out of the donkey and then go up the long staircase again. Yay! Alright guys, we have went and gotten all of the materials that we're going to need for the farm, excluding a few things that are down on the donkey that we need to go and grab real fast. Actually, let's go ahead and grab that first. But we're going to go ahead and get the rest of these and come back up here, and we're going to go ahead and get this farm started. It's a pretty basic farm for a drone farm. If you guys never built one before, they're not too bad. It might be a little bit of a pain without us having an elytra, because the farm is rather large and we're going to need a way to get up and down with resources. But we'll make it work to the best of our abilities. But yeah, we've got pretty much everything over here. We're ready to get started. I'm going to cut out probably the bit of us going back and forth because we had to go up these stairs or these ladders probably 6 or 7 different times each time that we had to come up. And then we had to go down and come back up again because each time we had stuff on the donkey that we had to grab. So, mind you, lots of ladders. So, to spare you guys that, we're going to go ahead and go up here. We're going to get this farm started. And then I will come in and give you guys progress updates periodically as we go down to get materials and whatnot. Got the first part of it put down. We still got a bunch of blocks on us, so we could keep going. But essentially, this is going to be the waterway. And then there's also going to be water coming from this direction. There's going to be signs that are up at this level all the way across, like all the way. And then there'll be a big box that'll have water in it that'll come down. It'll sit on top of the signs. The zombies will come through. They'll be pushed into the middle of this. And then they'll be forced to uh, come through that spot. I need to figure out how we're going to get back and forth up and down. I guess for right now, just put down some lights first of all. We do not need to create any mob farms. Then for now, we could just dig down one side to get back up until we get the water up. That will be more than fine. And we're going to build back up here. We're going to start working on that, and then we'll be right back as soon as we've started to make some progress or run out of blocks, one of the two. All right, we have to build all the walls all the way up to this, which is Y294. So, yeah, this is going to be fun. I'm not going to chance anything to get down. We're just going to ride some water. But yeah, holy, we're going to have to make these go all the way around. So it's going to be a lot of blocks. I kind of like with the moodiness, but I feel like it's too moody. So why don't we turn this up just a little bit to 100%. That way you guys can still see all the blocks. We still get the shadows from the lights, but I'm not like feeling like I'm sitting in a horror game. Alright, we have finally ran out of blocks for the first time. I'd say we're almost halfway to where we need to be, probably. We still got about another 40 or so blocks to go up, but we are going to go ahead and dig down. I'm actually going to do it from here since it's less. But we're going to dig down this way. It's easier for us to get back up, and we can go down and get the materials that we needed. So we're going to go down here, grab up what we need, and we'll be back with you guys here in just a couple minutes. Alright. Almost out of blocks. I think this is the last stack. Cool. We're almost there. We just have that bit to go, which is about 20-ish blocks, I think. Like 21. And then we got to put signs from like here all the way across. A bunch of different signs to catch the water. And then we put the water down and put a cap on it. We're pretty much good to go. Yeah, we're almost there. We've done a good portion of this, so hopefully this will be all that we need to do. We'll see. We may have to make one or two more trips down there. We're definitely going to have to go down there to get all the dirt and water and stuff to be able to do the top part. But we'll hopefully be able to get close to finishing this. We're going to have to go up 2 more layers after this. I wonder if we'll have enough. I think we will. Yeah, we'll definitely have enough. Alrighty. We got it all up to 294. Exactly where it needed to be. Before we do anything else, we need to put these signs down. This next part's going to be kind of hard because we're going to have to get down from the very top after we get everything built back up. We're going to have to probably jump down and hope that we're good at making an MLG bucket, because alright, so we're going to get all of these signs down. We'll show you what it's looking like once we're done, because essentially it's just going to consist of us doing this all the way, and we're going to have a bunch of rows of them. So, yep, we're going to work on this, and we'll see you guys here in just a couple seconds. Apparently we can't edit these signs, eh? Maybe that's 1.20 update. I just didn't pay attention. Okay, we need to go get another bucket of water. Alrighty. Now, let's get up here, make an unlimited water source. Alright, now, do this side first. Get these. Alright. Now, the last thing that we're going to need to do is pick this stuff up. We're going to need to grab these, break these, but we're going to need to take this all the way across to one of these. Then we can do this. We'll get rid of all of that, but that'll be a way for us to get back up. We got to get all these down again. Now, that should be open, right? Okay, cool. So now we should be able to, fingers crossed, that there. I should be able to go bam, and then, if I'm not mistaken, that should have corrected the issue that we were having. Hopefully. Only one way to find out. Alright. It looks good, I believe. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Yeah, looks good. Alright, cool. Well, we took care of that issue. Now, shoot, we forgot to grab water back out. Let me make sure that we have water just in case we need some for the top there, because it's the last thing we want to do is get all the way up there and then not have what we need. So let me grab that. It'll be good. Water flowing. Okay, cool. Now, we'll go back up here. Alright, so now we need to, hopefully we got enough dirt for this, but we need to build dirt all the way across one layer here. Where do... Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and do that. All right. Now we don't have our shovel, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these by hand. This will take a second. Oh look, they're already down there waiting on us. Man, I wish I brought a shovel. All right, last couple blocks. Note to self: don't leave the shovel, because that was horrible. I don't know if we're even gonna go get all of that. I mean, I guess we could. Now all that's left to do is just put a roof on this thing, and it's fully operational. And there is another run. Alright, cool. Then he'll go down there. Just need to get these on the roof here. Alright, last few blocks. And then we are completely done with this. Perfect. Now, let's see if we're going to survive this. Oh, actually, we'll just jump into our own water. Don't even have to worry about it. Easy clap. We are so good. Professionals. Yes. Yes. Alright, now let's go test out our... Actually, you know what? Before we test out our farm, let's go grab a weapon real fast. There it is. See? I know myself way too well. Alright, back to the spot. Let's go test this bad boy out. Super excited. We've already got our drown farm down. I wasn't expecting to honestly get this until probably a bit later once we actually had an elytra, because as you guys could see, that is a very large farm. It's something I would have never probably attempted in hardcore this early on. So, yeah, pretty excited about it. We've gotten a little bit done this episode. I mean, I know it's a little bit slower. We spent majority of it working on this drown farm, but like I said, we're going to be able to use this for so much stuff. Not only is it going to be another building block that we'll have access to, but it's going to enable us to be able to upgrade our boxes, shulkers, and barrels. And on top of that, we'll be able to get a trident and, yeah, a bunch of rotten flesh. All the rotten flesh. So I'm super excited about that. Hopefully our dude here doesn't go too far away. Should I block him up? I'll make a little garage for him real quick, I guess. Oh, I think I need to get rid of a couple of these. Alright, and he'll be good to go for a while. Put a lantern in there. We'll keep a little hole so he can see outside. Perfect. Now let's go try to see what's going on up here in our farm. See how it's working. I know I already seen quite a few in there when we were up there, so hopefully it produces pretty well. We'll find out. All right. I'm already hearing them. That's a great sign. Already hearing them. All right, cool. So now we can get rid of this. There's actually a few things that we're not going to need. That can all stay. That can go. Yeah. I believe that's good. Then we're also going to need a little AFK spot, so I guess we could build that. Now, I'm going to let these stack up real quick. We'll kill a few. We'll see where we're at. It does look like it's working now. But yeah, actually, you know what? We'll just go ahead. We'll end the episode off here since we're already pretty much sure that everything's going to be working fine. We've already gotten our first piece of copper. Let's go. But yeah, since we already know that everything's going to be working fine, I'm going to go ahead and probably put trapdoors there eventually. But I'm going to go ahead and AFK for a moment, let these all get stacked up, and ooh, let me try to get trident first. And then, yeah, we'll see where we're at on the next episode. But if you guys are here still hanging out, vibing, and you guys are enjoying the content, definitely give the thumbs up button some love, and we will catch you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.